So it was a big day in Yu-Gi-Oh! Today as we got a bunch of leaks. I think almost the entire set has probably been leaked at this point for Eternity Code over in the UK. They pretty much have it in hand already. I think Tier 0 Games, which is where I'm getting all this information from, got some boxes. I know Zephyr War Games, who is also a YouTuber, had a box and he did an opening as well. So this was kind of dropped on us. Those of you who are in the US like myself know that this has been delayed till June over here, so it'll be a while before we get any of these. But I thought we'd just kind of go through and take a look at some of the rarities and maybe touch on the TCG exclusives and just kind of share my thoughts. So Chamber Dragon Maid, which I will say just has really nice art in general, is one of these Starlight Rares. I think this is initially a secret, so this is the Starlight Rare variant. Normal or special summon, add one Dragon Maid spell chart from the deck to the hand, which is just a really good extender for the deck. I think if the deck is going to take off, or if the deck will have any potential at seeing meta play, this card will definitely help, as will the Fusion, which I forget the name of, but we'll get to it in a minute because I think its rarity was confirmed here. So that's a Starlight Rare. And then onto the secrets. I don't think anyone's going to be shocked by this. Girsu, Orcas Mech Knight, Secret Rare. I don't know if I'm thrilled about it. This card's kind of insane. I don't know. I don't really want Orcas to come back yet. Again, we're not going to have a meta for a little while with everything going on, but I do think this card is going to, really make an impact right away. And obviously, people that want to play Orcas, you're going to want to have these. And so, good thing it didn't get the Starlight, so that's okay. Cool art. This card's going to be money. I think this is going to be the real money card of the set here. Secret Rare Animadorned Archosaur. I may have mispronounced that. It used to be Jeweled Beast Archosaur, I think, in the OCG. Another really good card. Not surprising it's a secret. I think this set is going to be loaded, all things considered. A lot of people have talked about Eternity Code as one of the best sets, maybe a top 10 set in history in terms of significance to the game. I don't disagree with that necessarily. This card is nuts, and dinosaurs are really going to benefit from it. It's a secret rare. It looks awesome. I really like it as a secret, but damn, it's not going to be cheap for those dino players. Ghost, Mortar, and Moonlit Chill. I do not like this name. I can't remember exactly what the name was prior to the change, but I don't love it. Card itself is okay. I don't think anyone's going to be shocked it was a secret. They've done this with every Ghost Girl, and this is the last one, so it doesn't shock me. Basically, somewhat like an effect veiler, but it's more specific in the turn. It has to be one specific monster. It negates its effects. I think it's okay. I think it's going to be more of a collector's card than anything, but Secret Rare doesn't shock me. The next Gizmek, I'm not even going to try and read that name for the purpose of this video, but it is a really cool card. It can actually special summon a Gizmek from the deck, just when it's normal or special summoned, and it can trigger itself if a monster is special summoned from the main deck at all. So it's really neat. It looks cool. I think it'll settle to be a $10 card, just like Kaku was out of Ignition Assault. But it's definitely one of those things to keep an eye on. It looks like Gizmek might be on their way towards maybe being their own archetype in some capacity with 3 cards now, and they might have a little bit of synergy together. So that should be interesting to keep an eye on. Tanto Cider. This is the one that's basically Lost Wind. Target a face-up monster your opponent controls that was special summoned from the extra deck. Change it to 0 if you do, negate its effects, and then if your opponent special summons a monster, you can set this to the field. I don't really see where it's better than Lost Wind or why you'd want to play this over that. I mean, yeah, making the attack 0 is pretty solid, but I think Lost Wind is overall a better card that's a little bit less restrictive. That said, I'm not shocked it's a secret. I don't think it'll be crazy expensive. It'll probably be right around the price that Get Out is now. Maybe people will buy into some hype, but I wouldn't be too surprised to see this be a single digits card eventually. Gravedigger's Trap Hole. I forget what this was actually called initially, but this is a really cool secret. Really good with Rafflesia. When your opponent activates a monster effect in their hand or graveyard, or when a banished monster effect is activated, negate the effect. If you do, inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent. So this is an insanely good card, and I think it will see play. Obviously, it does have some specifics. Being a trap hole, totally helpful. Next secret, I think the last secret as well, Plunder Patrol ship Lease. This is one of the new ones, so this is a TCG exclusive, and it's pretty good. We'll take a look at its specific effects in a minute when I go over the TCG exclusives that we got for this. Deep Sea Aria, another card that's just it's going to be insanely good for mermaids. I can't wait to get some. I don't know what the price point on this will be, but of course they made it secret. Just a generally really good card. So probably Silent Mining terms of actual expectancy and price. Chamber Dragon Maid, like I said, is a secret. Looks really nice. I think might be worth a decent amount. I mean, you look at the waifu tax on the ones from Mystic Fighters, and they've all held value pretty well. Of course, this will have a Starlight Rare, so that's going to be the chase variant, I think. And Access Code Talker, the Link 4, just an insanely good card. Can't activate cards or effects in response to its card effect activations. If it's link summoned, you can target a link monster that was used as material, gains attack equal to that monster's link rating, and then you can banish a link monster from your grave, destroy a card your opponent controls. This is not a once per turn. It just limits you to being able to use monsters of the same attribute. So at Ignister, I think this could be a pretty good card. And that's the end of the secret. So those are the secret rares for the set. I think that's all of them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so that's the full breakdown of secrets for the set. There shouldn't be any short prints, so definitely one of those things to keep an eye on. Hopefully they don't go ahead and do anything silly there and make them all short print. But I'm going to take Konami's word that that's not going to be the case. So, right, and for the Ultras, I'll kind of go through the Ultras too. I think I'm going to kind of stop there, but we don't know all the Prismatics yet as far as I know. Dragon Maid Yugioh, another really, really good card. It gives the deck a huge boost. It gives them negation and a play to sit on. Ravenous Croco Dragon. I like this for Mermail, and just in general, being a decent synchro monster you can get some draw power from. Link Cross, another card, just really good, and like genuinely really good card. You can't use the tokens as material, but he can summon himself, and pretty much it's a good board setup. I think you'll see a lot of people play with this card. Emblem of the Plunder Patrol. This is one of the new ones. We'll talk about that in a minute. I'm going to go over all the TCG exclusives. And then the Generator Boss is Ultra. Not shocked by this, but this is a really good card. Like, really, really good. So it's definitely nice to see them get a little bit of love. Archnemesis Iscados is an Ultra. Union Driver. It's not bad. Banish it if it's equipped to a monster, and then equip a level 4 or lower Union monster from your deck to the monster it was equipped to. It's got some synergy with Union Carrier. I'm not sure if it'll be decent, but I think ABC might be able to make some use of it. Fusion Deployment is not new, but it is pretty good. Reveal a fusion monster in the extra deck. Special summon from your hand or deck one of the fusion monsters specifically listed on it. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except fusion monsters. So, it could work really well with, like, Neos, maybe? Or, like, the Neospatian fusions. I guess to tutor some stuff from the deck. I don't know. There might be some combos. We'll see with that. Machina Metal Cruncher, or Machina, whatever. Really cool combos with the structure deck that comes out tomorrow. I think this card's good. I think it's well timed. Might be a sleeper card in this set, too. Archnemesis Proto, so 2 Archnemesis Ultras. The Deep Sea Prima Donna, I can't say I'm shocked by that. It's a decent card. I don't know how much I love the Deep Sea archetype, but it's a good card for sure. Heavy Forward, which is an Infinitrack support, so we could probably just skip over it. Medalche Salon, that's probably going to be value. I think this is really another card that just kind of puts them firmly towards being genuinely in a position to compete now. I mean, this card just kind of gives that extra, as well as the trap. Not shocked by this. Traptrix Alamarus, pretty good card. Attached to material, special summon a level 4 lower insect or plant from your grave. Also, if an opponent's monster leaves the field because of a card effect and is in the graveyard or banished, you could attach a material, then special summon that monster to your field. Not sure how much play it'll see. Maybe you know things I don't, so I'm not super kept up with the Traptrix stuff. So yeah, that's it, and that brings us back to the beginning. The Starlights have not been revealed. All in all, pretty happy with the overall like set breakdown for this. I think it's going to be pretty good. I think the set will have value. I think the fact that there shouldn't be any short print secrets definitely helps. And I think there might be 6 Starlight rares total. I believe this is that they said they were going to increase the number of them, but not sure on that. So we'll keep an eye out and see if there's any updates. As far as the TCG exclusives go, we got some new Plunder Patrol stuff, all pretty good. A fusion, just 2 Plunder Patrol monsters. A quick effect, you can special summon 1 Plunder Patrol monster card from your hand or spell and trap zone. When your opponent activates a monster effect, discard one Plunder Patrol card, negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. Then if this card is equipped with a Plunder Patrol card, you can add 1 Plunder Patrol card from your deck to your hand. Really good. I love the art. It's a really, really cool looking card. You've already kind of seen spikes now on some of the Plunder Patrol stuff, so I don't know exactly where that'll all settle, but it'll be interesting to keep an eye on. Plunder Patrol ship shape, ships shipping. Ow, that hurt. Wow. Fusion summon 1 Fiend Fusion monster from your extra deck using monster from your hand or field as material. Banish this card from your graveyard. Target 1 Plunder Patrol monster you control. Equip 1 Emblem of the Plunder Patrol or Plunder Patrol monster from your deck to that target. That's a hard once per turn. Nothing about the fusion part, though. I don't know if that'll ever really come up, but not bad. Emblem is actually a decent card, too. Gives a Plunder Patrol monster extra 500 attack points. Your opponent cannot target it with card effects. Then you can send this card to the graveyard while it's equipped. Special summon 1 Plunder Patrol monster from your extra deck with the same attribute as a monster on the field. Then take the monster that was equipped with this card and equip it to that monster. So this is a really decent card for the deck. It does sort of offer them the ability to extend and set up boards, and of course it still, gives a 500 boost, so it's not bad. Pride of the Plunder Patrol is pretty meh, in my opinion. Plunder Patrol monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle. You can draw a card. If you control a Plunder Patrol monster, send this card to the grave. Then you can either send a monster from your opponent's extra deck to the grave, or let your opponent draw a card and then send one monster from their hand to the graveyard. It doesn't really generate you a lot of advantage, I don't think. I mean, obviously the battle draw part of it, but I wouldn't play it. I don't think the deck's going to use it. Plunder Patrol Party, draw cards equal to the number of equipped cards you control plus 1. Then shuffle cards from your hand to the deck equal to the number of equipped cards you control. So it is a pay for itself. If you special summon a Plunder Patrol monster while this card is in your graveyard, you can equip this card to that monster as an equipped card with this effect. It gains 500 attack. So once per dual effect. I don't know if that's necessary, but I like it. Super Heavy Samurai Wagon, already an existing card. That's an import, as is this. And I think there might be a few other imports as well. These are all imports, and I'm sure you guys are probably familiar with those. We get in the new Add Ignister monsters too. We talked about Machina Metal Cruncher. Necroquip Prism is a new card as well. It's a TCG exclusive. Target a level 4 or lower monster in your graveyard. Special summon one monster from your hand with an equal or lower level than that target. Then equip that target to it. But for the rest of the turn, you cannot activate cards or the effects of cards with the same name as that equipped card. While a monster is equipped to the summoned monster by this effect, it gains attack equal to half the attack of the equipped monster. So you can special summon a monster from your hand with the same level or lower, then equip that monster to it. Okay, so you equip the monster from the graveyard to it. Alright, it's not terrible. I don't know. Might have some use. Super Heavy Samurai Musashi, they're getting that one now. Pirate, the Ghost Pirates, I believe that's new. If a water monster you control except himself is destroyed by battle or card effect while he's in the grave, special summon him, gains 100 attack for each water monster until the end of the next turn. It's okay. It'd be better if it was maybe sent by a card effect instead of having to be destroyed specifically, but it could have a niche use. As it stands, I think Abominable Unchained Soul kind of does the same thing, but much more effectively. Pride of the Plunder Patrol we already kind of talked about there. Now this one, I believe, is also an exclusive. 2+ monsters special summon from the extra deck. Gains effects based on the card types used for its summon. If it's used for fusion, your opponent can activate monster effects during the battle phase. If it's used for synchro. Alright, so it shuts your opponent off based on different types. That's going to be really tough to pull off. I don't think it's going to be that great. Obviously, like the ability to just negate your opponent using stuff in the grave during your main or battle phase. Spell trap cards and effects, but it doesn't stop any monster effects or hand traps from being used. So, it's okay. Maybe in Hot Eyes, like they're saying here, but I don't know. I'm not too sold on it. And then Bluebeard is the last one. This is a Plunder Patrol. If you control a Plunder Patrol monster, special him from your hand. If he's sent from the hand or monster zone to the graveyard, you can discard one card, then draw a card. So he's good. Definitely good. Lets you cycle through the deck. He's a free extender. I like him. And this is also Golden Hair, the newest Plunder Patrol. It's a tuner, so it's solid. Special it from your hand by sending a Plunder Patrol monster from your hand or face-up field to the grave. So I believe you can send them from the equipped spell zone. If this card is in your grave, discard one card. Special summon this card, but you're locked into Plunder Patrols for the rest of the turn. It'll see play. I don't know how good it'll be, but it's definitely solid being a tuner. And Scripton. I should have done a little more research for this. This might be a new one. Banish Cyber's monster graveyard, special summon this card from your hand. If it's sent to the graveyard for the link summon of a Cyber's monster, target one banished monster, special summon it. Shuffle into the deck, sorry. Okay, I guess it's fine. It's an extender. This one I like. Rose Girl is basically a glow-up bulb replacement for plants. If a face-up plant monster you control is sent to the graveyard, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. If a plant monster is on the field and this card is in your graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. You can only use one Rose Girl effect per turn. So it does lock you into only being able to use one, but it's pretty solid in terms of being able to recur itself. And basically you get it back, and then next turn you can use it again. So I like it. It's a recurring resource. And that's the last one. So the exclusives I think are pretty solid. It's kind of a shame we're going to have to wait, so long to be able to get this, like until June. But I think it's going to be a really good set, and there may be the option to get some of it from overseas or something, depending on how it goes. I'm not sure. If I can get a box from the UK, I might look into getting a box from the UK. Well, let me know what you guys think of the rarities, set breakdown, and the exclusives. Would appreciate any and all comments below. This weekend's new video will be posted on Saturday. The weekly video, probably a deck profile of some kind, as well as the results of our giveaway that's been going on. So definitely make sure to check those out. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time right here at Loveshack. Bye-bye.